Okay, guys, welcome. This is episode 7 of Sembang Carlist. Hope you guys are at home, safe and sound and relaxed before the couple of days until Raya. I think got like 2 more days. Raya on Sunday. Okay, so today we're going to discuss. We have my guest over here, Gajan Nat.
Hey, hello people. What's up?
Comedian.
Gajan Nat.
And car enthusiast. Yeah, just introduce yourself, maybe.
Yes, so I'm a stand-up comedian, MC. I do content creation online and all that. Basically an entertainer. And yeah, car enthusiast since 6 years old. So very happy to be on a car show.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
All right. So today's topic, we're going to keep it light and easy. Just the cars that we want to see or want to see launched in this year. Now, I know memang because of this COVID-19 thing, susah, there's not a lot of launches, got pushed back, all these delays. But hopefully we'll still see all these cars launch this year or launch in Malaysia or internationally, whatever. So the first car, so basically what we're going to do is that we're dividing it between the both of us. We have 4 cars each. So I have my 4. All right. So let me just start first. The first car that I want to see launched, even though it's kind of launched already, is the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. It's an awesome car.
Ooh.
I mean, like, it's so red. I'm sure Crystal, who's not here, will love that. She loves red, by the way. Basically, if you think about it like a Ferrari F8 Tributo, kind of like merged with LaFerrari, because basically it's what it is. It's a F8 shell underneath with a lot of modifications to the aerodynamics and everything. It's a V8 mid-engine, but with a hybrid. And actually, it's a little bit more powerful than the LaFerrari. I think it's 1,000 horsepower. So it's got 3 electric motors and a V8. Goes like crazy. And I think just the Ferrari look these days is so good.
Yeah, that's right. If you actually look at this, it looks like a Ferrari that was made in the 80s, but then looks like 2020. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
it has a very boxy, but at the same time, it's modern. It has that retro yet modern look, which I like. Because you want to still keep that retro Ferrari look. And what you said about 1,000 horsepower, actually, I YouTube yesterday and I was shocked. I didn't know it was that powerful. So apparently when they compare this with all the other ultra hypercars, it is actually quite reasonable, even though this is expensive, but it's less than £1 million considering that the rest are around there.
Like the LaFerrari last time was like so exclusive. You have to be like so intimately connected with Ferrari just to get invited to buy one. This one you can just, I think you can just go buy one if you have the money.
Oh really? Not through invitation?
Not that I know of, or at least there's going to be a lot less exclusive.
We are talking as though like we have a chance.
Yeah, I know. There's no chance, man.
You're talking like, oh yes, we can actually go to the showroom now.
If I won the lottery or so, I don't know if I have enough money to buy this thing and maintain it and own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about this one also is like SF90 stands for it's a Scuderia Ferrari thing. 90th anniversary of the racing team, so that's pretty cool too.
And also, I didn't know there's a built-in spoiler at the back. I didn't know there was a hole. So you look at the back, there's a hole, and then there's even like an air brake. So pretty. This is not the like a look at me kind of hypercar, but it's still very special, and I like that because I don't like spaceships, cars that are designed to look like a spaceship. This is just nice, I think, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's not shouty.
Yeah, it's very Italian. It almost looks like it looks like a Japanese interpretation of an Italian supercar because it's kind of more angular in certain ways. It's more robotic in a certain way. I don't think, maybe Ferrari will like hate me for saying that, but yeah, it looks very futuristic, man.
Because now they have said that, because for me, like I would say like 15, not 15, maybe 10 years ago, Japanese were the first one to actually cut headlights. Like if a headlight were to be a certain shape, they'll cut in the middle, like the 370Z, the the priors. Lexus is doing it. They like to cut, and then after that, McLaren did that. They like cut in between, and then now it looks like there's a cut in between, but done nicely. So it does have a little bit of Japanese vibe, but still very Italian. Yeah.
I can't wait to see it, man. The thing is, it's weird. This car actually is in production already. You can order it before, like last year, but I haven't even seen like any review. Like Top Gear so didn't do like a full review of it yet. Nobody has done a full review of it yet, even though it's like launched last year.
I mean the price, lah, bro.
Yeah. All right. So I want to get to your Corvette, man.
Okay. Yes, I want to talk about that. Yeah. I actually I'll tell you why I picked the C8.
Yeah.
It's because the Corvette is. I'll be honest with you. What is the stereotype about American cars? They go straight in a fast line, and that's where it stops. Once there's a corner, okay, let's let the Japanese and the Europeans take over. That's one. And number two, the problem there's always been with Corvettes, if you look from the beginning until I say C6, is the interior. So when people are comparing them with Ferrari and Porsche and all that, the performance is brilliant, but once you get to the interior, it's horrendous. It's like a cheap car. Now with the C7, they made quite a lot of changes in the interior. It's getting there. I already knew it's getting there. Then when this came out, now this is controversial. So for those of you who don't know, this Corvette is mid-engine. It's the first Corvette to be mid-engine. It's very controversial. In fact, the last generation was also controversial because they didn't go with round lights. And look at the backlights. So this is also not the typical Corvette look. So very controversial. But if you ask me, I like this car because this is bloody fast. It has a 495 horsepower engine. May not seem a lot. Now remember the number is 495, but it goes 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds.
That's nuts.
And there's no turbo. Turbo. So, and mind you, this is an American car. Yes, and this is an American car, because normally we have the thinking that American cars, slow. They need like a gazillion horsepower to get, sub 3 seconds. Yeah. So they are already defying all the. I'm actually happy for this car, even though I know in America some car enthusiasts is like, I want a strong V8 the front.
Yeah, I want a front engine. I want to do burnouts. I want to do everything.
Yes,
straight line,
burnouts.
Dude.
Exactly. They want to bring it to the drag strip, eat hot dog, all the typical mindset. But this is going, and it's cheap, by the way. It is similar to Supra's price in US. Similar. I think it's slightly more expensive, I think. Maybe about 80,000, I think. And for the performance sub 3 seconds, that is, I think, bargain, bang for the buck. And the interior, oh my God. The interior is just stunning. It's, I'm the kind of guy, when I look at the interior, I look at tolerances and all that, because American cars, let's all be honest, the panel gaps is the last thing you want to talk about. But this Vet, I don't know, interior looks brilliant. So I think this was going to change the sports car and the super sports car, maybe even market. I think this is a game changer.
If only
have you seen the reviews on this?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a really, really good car. But the thing is, they haven't been making that many of them. I think it came out, because of this whole thing right now. They want to make the right-hand drive version.
Yeah.
They have been delaying that one. Like Australians love this car. They want it so badly. They paid like double the asking price just to get their hands on the first batch. And they can't get it yet. Poor guys. But it looks awesome. It's such a, I don't know, such a contradictory thing between the usual Corvette, front engine, big V8, maybe supercharged. Yeah. This is just the bog standard car, and it's already damn fast.
Exactly, yeah. So just imagine when all the Zs come out, all the ZR1 come out, and when other tuners do, all the other tuners get their hands on this car. I don't know how fast this car is going to be. I think it might do something on the Nürburgring. I wouldn't say it'll go. It might beat, but it's going to create some records there.
Could be like the fastest American car or fastest American production car to go on the ring.
Yeah, right now it's what, the Viper, right? I think Viper,
could be the
ACR
Viper, yeah, could be.
I think this one could, the faster versions could actually beat that, I think.
Yeah, possibly. All right. So, shall we move on to the next car?
Yep, let's do that.
All right. So, this is my next car. That's the Porsche Taycan. Woo! Now, we've seen this car We know it. It's been a concept car since like 2015, and like Porsche has been, slowly refining the processes and doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff to actually manufacture it. And it's come out really awesome. Like the one on, if you can see the picture of the white car there, that's I think very representative of the concept model, the Mission E, and it's come out looking just like the concept model actually. And
to be honest, I actually thought that was the concept.
Yeah, I know, right? Almost right. Because the wheels, I don't know what they're doing over there. It's like foolish, But it's pretty epic. I mean, I think this shape is the best four-door, not just electric car, like the best four-door Porsche shape or even German car super saloon shape ever. It's like what the Panamera should have been the first time around.
Exactly, yeah.
If you stretch a 911, but you get this one. It's such a nice profile, such a nice rear end. And the thing is, it's electric. And Porsche said that, okay, we'll do this Mission E. We're interested in this electric thing, but we want it to drive like a Porsche and handle like a Porsche. If it doesn't, then we'll just scrap it. All the work we've done, just not worth it anymore. But Porsche is very good at this stuff, at refining and refining and refining and tweaking all these little things, and it's come out amazing.
Correct. So, because like when you mentioned about the four-door, about the looks, when the Panamera first came out, it was ugly. But then now the current generation is gorgeous. And then this is like a perfection of that.
Next level.
Next level.
Yeah.
So they are tweaking and tweaking.
I gotta say though, I mean, like everyone says the first Panamera is ugly. I don't know, man. Okay, when I first saw it, I thought like, mistake. But I saw it in person over the years. Like, actually, I wouldn't mind if I could afford it. I wouldn't mind getting that car for the right price. But yeah, Porsche Taycan, great car. And the thing is, it's so luxurious inside. And I don't, you know what? I really hope that Porsche, this car, will set the standard for electric cars, performance electric cars that are not Teslas, and like start that ball rolling.
Yeah, this is their first all-electric production car, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, because I know before this they have some hybrid models, but this is probably their first. And looking at all the reviews, what you say is correct. Like the dynamics is still Porsche. Yeah, you don't get a flat six, but at least the dynamics is still.
Okay, so the way they tier this one, if you want to get the fastest version, it's called the Turbo S. So, but count how many turbochargers are inside the car.
Zero.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's the only thing I'm confused by. Why do they call it the Turbo S and the Turbo when there aren't any turbos or anything connected to a turbo, even if I put a turbo in the boot or whatever. And the thing is, if you buy a 911 Carrera, they've all got turbochargers these days. It's all a 3-liter flat six turbocharged car. But it's called Carrera. So, their naming thing is all over the place a little bit.
Yeah, the car makers, they always do this. Like during the old days when they mention like what S55 or S-Class 430, then it's the displacement of the engine. Now, like people are throwing numbers. Even I lost track. After I need to Google, okay, what size is the engine? Which engine is it used? Oh, they put this engine, but the number is like 70.
Oh, but don't worry, guys. It's the same. We turbocharged it. We supercharged it. We did some hybrid super thing, and then it's now the same power as the old, bigger displacement engine. So it's okay.
Yeah, like I just found out the I think one C-Class model is using a 1.5 engine. I think the C180 or is it C200? I also was like shocked, like 1.5. I also didn't know, but the number doesn't stay 150. So car makers are doing
Ford these days. It's 3-cylinder, 1.5s, 1 point whatever. It's getting smaller and smaller. But yeah, man. Unlike the Corvette.
Speaking of a 3-cylinder, one of our last few cars is a 3-cylinder. So stay tuned to all the live streamers. Okay, since you brought up the Porsche Taycan, I have something special that I wanted to talk about, which is the Mercedes S-Class.
Also German.
And all the in all the this one is I don't know whether this is official. This could be a render. Looks like a render. Okay, but the interesting about this this new gen is well, S-Class, they have what, 7 to 8 years, like a production time. And the current generation is really coming to an end. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because S-Class has always been the leader of like luxury cars. When I say leader, it's been like probably they are known for it. Exactly. Yeah. When people think of luxury car, they think S-Class. They don't think 7 Series. They don't think LS. They don't think A8, but they think S-Class. Now, if you look at the interior picture, let's have a look at the interior picture. Okay, so this has become very controversial, like on a lot of automotive sites. And the reason why it's controversial is because it doesn't feel S-Class, because there are just too many screens. It feels very computer-ish. It feels like a Tesla. What do you think, Jim? When you look at this interior, does it feel S-Class? Is it vulgar as an S-Class?
Okay, S-Class, you sit at the back. I don't know. If I was a driver of the S-Class, I think I would really appreciate this interior. It's high-tech. It kind of looks kind of sporty, actually. You know, like I wouldn't mind driving the S-Class if this is the cockpit that I get. I prefer, you know how like Mercedes does these days with the A-Class and the C-Class, no, the E-Class, you get like the dual flat screens in front of you. The first one is your gauges, the other one is your infotainment. But this one, they split it, right? So one's over here for your infotainment, for your gauges. And then down here, you have your command center, whatever. And I think that's a better layout. I'm not a huge fan of that, you know, super wide LCD split thing. Yeah. I think this is a better, I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, the thing is, I'm just talking in terms of like craftsmanship. I'm not saying it's bad. It's definitely good, but the feel of it. So if you look at the steering wheel, it definitely looks luxurious. That is definitely S-Class. It a lot of curvatures to it. The buttons are nice. But then when we look at the screens, that literally looks like some sci-fi movie, which is fine, but I'm not sure. Does it blend? Okay, do you think it blends or not? Just look at the aircon vents. The steering is like one group. And then the two screens are like a separate. It's like a copy and paste, and just let's chuck it over there. Especially like the speedometer, it looks like it's just being stuck there. Don't know whether does it flow. You know, they have a design flow in an interior. They have certain lines to follow to what they call it to resemble the emotions of the car. So this one, I'm not sure if there's any emotions here or not. I don't feel anything though compared to previous S-Class.
I think if they actually. Okay, look, first of all, this is a spy shot. Maybe it's not ready yet, but I think if the spy shot was like, if they had different finishes, like maybe we see a lot of black soft touch material, we see some aluminium satin finishes, leather on the seats. If they had mixed it up with the color scheme, like maybe like white seats, white accents, tan leather, satin with gloss black, and a lot of these maybe some wood touches, make it more traditional S-Class. Would be received a lot better than people saying it's too not S-Class. It's too much of a departure from what we used to know. But I'm wondering, what is that thing behind the screen over there? It's like an empty basket or whatever. See that?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
I
don't know. Perhaps come out of it.
I have no idea, but. I guess sometimes the car makers, they have certain components for different variants, I guess. I'm not too sure. Yeah. I don't know. But this is quite interesting, because when I watch luxury car reviews, people talk about the interior lines, how they follow. And I didn't know about all those lines. I guess only a car designer will know how to follow all those lines. But here it's choppy. There's no, if you look at the current S-Class, the dashboard, you can follow the line. Then the aircon vents are circle. It does have a theme to it. Here, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the theme. It doesn't get to me. It
doesn't leap out at you, man. It doesn't leap out with the cohesive theme.
That's why I wanted to bring out this picture, because this has been making rounds in the automotive sites on the internet. People are like sharing as like, this is controversial. It looks like a Tesla.
Well, yeah, Mercedes is going more high tech these days. And say what you want about the dual screens, but they're very futuristic. They're very forward looking. It might not be your cup of titadela, but it's definitely something that's new and kind of pushing the industry forward. But the thing is, they have this base of people who are very devoted to the S-Class, very devoted to the old ways. How do they balance that with the A-Class? You know, A-Class is for like young people. For the S-Class, they gotta appeal to those same old timers. No offense.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they either sell it to them or how they kind of blend those two elements.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the because you have a very special car coming up, because you talk about old and then having a new tech in it, and this is also made the rounds on the internet.
This is the oldest of the old. This is the oldest of the old, man. I mean, like the Defender, the classic range, the classic Land Rover is just a legend, and you know that evolved into the Defender and everything, and now they've cut off the first generation Defender for a couple of years now. And now they have this, and we know that they were working on a new modern Defender, like a total rework, for years and years and years, and now we have it. And look, I'm not a four-wheel drive guy, but I can appreciate that the car looks really, really cool. That's not a metric, I know. That's not a way to judge cars, but first impressions, I like the way this looks. It will be like the perfect. And the thing is, SUVs, one of the things that I don't like about them is that they can't do off-roads. SUVs these days are like neutered. They're just flaccid. You buy them because you think they can go off-road, or you think they appeal to the adventure lifestyle, whatever. But you just take them to the city, groceries, send to school, come back. But this one can do it.
To me, only two names come to mind while off-roading: a Land Rover, Land Cruiser. Like these two names are. The rest are all like people buy for show. So this is like a real.
This is the real off-roader. Deal. Land Rover Defender 2 doors. Yeah.
Actually, Good thing that Crystal brought it up, because I've been watching reviews about the 4-door one. You know, the family version. Now that you show the 2-door, I didn't know it existed until now.
Damn cool, right? It looks so damn cool. It looks so nice and compact. Even with the, it looks like steel wheels. I don't know if they're alloys. Maybe they look like steel wheels, but they're actually alloys. They're so. It looks like something you put a hubcap on. But even without it, you paint it white. With this car, it looks damn nice. Anyway,
the Defender can pull this off, This it's an old school style, so it can pull off with these wheels. You know, if you put them the Range Rover, then it doesn't jive. But with this, it actually looks cool.
Yeah. So with the 3-door thing, so this one is called the Defender 90, the 3-door version, and then the 5-door version, the bigger one, is called the Defender 110. So you gotta specify which one you want. It's supposed to be launching in Malaysia this year, but not sure when yet. I'm guessing, Q3. I'm hoping for Q3. Like pretty soon, we're gonna have a new. I think, we're gonna have. I'm hoping for Q3 for this launch, because I can't wait to see it in the flesh.
Yeah, and this one. So if you look at the previous Defender, it was all like a very mechanical Defender. Whereas this, if you look at the interior, quite a lot of electronics there.
Yeah,
I mean, you can even configure what kind of mode you're on. It's not like press one button and then it does everything for you. You can tell which tire wants to do what thing, what kind of traction the car wants. So with all the electronics in it,
analog. Yep.
Yeah, with all the electronics in it, people are asking, can this still go off-road? And looking at all the reviews, this car does brilliantly off-road. Like it has that cruise control for off-road, the all-terrain mode. So I know the looks is a bit controversial, because it doesn't have that, the sharp, the military,
the boxy, the very go anywhere, do anything, nothing indestructible kind of shape.
Yeah. The old Defender, you can't drive to a shopping mall, no? But this one, you can drive to a shopping mall. It fits just right in.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Okay, like the S-Class before, right? There's a lot of people who are really enthusiastic with the S-Class. With this car, also the same. So they gotten more plush inside. All the Land Rover enthusiasts, whatever, are like crucifying this car because it actually dares to put leather seats and a comfortable ride and a screen. It's but Land Rover did a lot of smart things. They did a lot of nice cues to the old Land Rover, to the old Defender, the dashboard, the design of everything, how it's laid out. I think they've really merged old with new. Just that I think people need time to process what's coming.
Correct. Because if you ask me, I think I'll be honest, the old Defender is great, but they've not been innovative enough. You get what I mean? Like, it's been the same. Not to say it's a damn good car, but sometimes it'll take time for people to see. The thing about humans, we are scared of change. When something changes, so it'll take a while. I think the fact that this can off-road, then I think it's not offensive, lah. You know, it will be offensive. It can't off-road. So looking at all the reviews, this car can go up to 90 centimeters of water and all that, all the all-terrain modes. It's brilliant. It is still a Land Rover in my eyes.
I want to see this go on like expeditions, man, like Nat Geo expeditions, Paris-Dakar, whatever you can throw at it, just to promote the fact.
Now that you've said that, crazy. Interestingly, this car has an air suspension, so I'm not too sure in the long term how will this car fare. Because one thing people like pick Land Cruisers is because it doesn't have it's not super old school. It does have some tech, but not too modern to that nice balance where you can still have reliability. So this one is going to be interesting.
Yeah, with air suspension and everything, it can go wrong. Let's be honest. All the cars that are like low to the ground like crazy, just hugging the ground because their pipe. I mean, their shocks are bocor, their bags are bocor. Yeah. So we'll see lah.
After you look at the second-hand car market, like especially the cars that are all going down, like Citroens or the old S-Class, air suspension. Yeah. Then okay.
I got an S-Class over here actually. I got an S-Class over here downstairs in my basement. It's just to the ground, man. There's no gap whatsoever. It's just completely there, and it looks kind of good, but it looks kind of sad, man. Anyway.
Slammed. Hashtag slammed. Yeah. Okay, since you brought up SUV, I have another car. Well, it's not an off-roader. To be honest, this car can't do anything off-road. I've actually brought up the Toyota Harrier. Now, the reason why I brought up this car is because now, tech-wise, it doesn't have anything special. Like, like what the Defender can do off-road and all that. The Harrier has, if you think about it, the Harrier never had any cutting-edge technology. But the reason why the Harrier was so famous was because it looks luxurious. I think it was the first one. It was one of the first few cars to actually start that like you said, that people buy SUV to go to for it to be a family car, to go to the shopping mall and all that. Because it started off with the 1998 Harrier, right? Because before that, I can't think of any SUV where people buy for it to use as a car. Before that, you had all the Range Rovers, the Land Cruisers, and then this came in 1998. So now we have the 2021 here. And this is... a lot of people are looking forward to this because the back of this car, especially if you look at the last quarter of this car, it does look like a Jaguar.
Oh yeah,
do you think so? It does look a bit. I don't know. It has a British, some British lines to it. Some kind of British lines. I don't know, but yeah.
The F type has that kind of like rear lights going on. I think the F Pace also has that kind of like a notch, just above the rear screen.
Yeah.
I never saw it before.
So
Jaguar.
So this one does have some British lines to it. So I think it looks better than the current one. Not that the current one is bad. Current one is brilliant, but this looks better. The only sad thing is they took off the turbo engine. They have a naturally aspirated and also a hybrid version. Hybrid is making 219 horsepower around there, and the naturally aspirated one is making 170 horsepower. So I wish they put in the 2-liter turbo, which Toyota has in all the IS 200T. They should have just left it there, tweaked it. But who knows? Maybe they have another variant coming up soon.
I mean, with Toyota, I don't know. I get the sentiment. I get the feeling that they don't like turbos. I think they tried it with you're right, the IS 200T and the other 200Ts. But after that, I thought okay, fine. They're going to launch this new turbo engine. Now it's going to be the age of turbocharged Toyotas, turbocharged Lexuses. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. And they don't like diesels. They hate diesels, and turbocharged cars now also apparently they fell out of love with them. Now they're into like, okay, how do we make more power? How do we boost the power, but without any turbochargers, without any like fancy force induction? We put a hybrid inside. We do some torque fill where the engine can't. We compensate for the engine, and just make it more powerful and have that nice big fat like power figure.
Yeah, they are more into hybrid. I get it because Toyota, they keep pushing out on, like, oh, we are green and all that. I understand, but I just hope they develop more. I think they are developing a turbocharged engine. The replacement for the 5-liter V8 that we find in the what do you call it? All the GSF and all that. So I don't know. This is just rumors. I heard that they're developing a 4-liter twin turbo to challenge the AMGs. So I just hope they are working on turbos because it is more efficient.
So far, the only turbocharged Toyota you can buy is a BMW engine in the Supra. So
yeah, exactly. But at least that one, because that one people say is just like copy and paste. Yes, sort of. But at least Toyota had some hands in the R&D. Like not that they developed it, but they did check. They did do some reliability tests. And there are some people on YouTube already shown that the engine can take 1,000 horsepower. So to people who are like talking shit about the Toyota Supra, well, now the joke is on you. At least we know that the engine is strong.
Yeah, hopefully they're warming up to turbocharged engines.
Yeah. But yeah, if you talk about this Harrier, the specs, there's nothing special. It's literally just you get all the regular airbags, all your regular the Toyota safety sense. I think now it's 2.0, so nothing to shout about. The Harrier has always been like looks, it does look like it can sit beside the Germans. But sad that they took out the turbo engine.
Yeah, in fact, my next car also is nothing really special about it, but it is going to be hopefully a really strong seller. I mean, it's definitely confirmed that it's going to be a strong seller. So we have the Proton X50. Now, so this is based on the Geely. I'm going to get it wrong now. The Geely Binyue, Binyue. Actually, you know what? In some markets, this car not called the Binyue. It's called the Geely Coolray. Coolray. Coolray.
RAY. Sounds like a rapper's name.
Yeah, man. Coolray. LL Coolray. Anyway, so yeah, X50. I mean, look, this is a sweet spot car. Everyone's buying a HRV. Everyone's buying all these small SUVs, Subaru XV, all this stuff. So this is.
Sorry, my
your phone. Oops. Sorry, guys. Some technical difficulties.
Sorry, guys.
And you're back.
Phone rang. Yeah.
No worries. So yeah, this is. I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of these small SUVs, to be honest. I get why people like them because it's big enough. It's higher off the ground. It gives people a certain sense of safety, maybe, or something. And for whatever reason, it's a very strong seller, this segment. And now that Proton has come in with their partnership with Geely, with the X50.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Sorry, just give me maybe you can tell more about the Geely. Just give me like 30 seconds, I'll be back.
All right. So yeah, the Geely X50. The Proton.
Ya, saya tahu. Suruh dia bagi letak ke bawah. Saya datang lagi 20 minit. Okay, thank you, bye. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, bro.
Condo management. Yeah, he's asking about the Geely as well. My security guard. So itu Geely itu engine bagus lah.
Bila launcher. Yeah. I mean, okay, so with the Geely X50, inside this car is a 1.5 3-cylinder engine, turbo. So it's pretty much going to be confirmed. It's pretty much confirmed that, not confirmed, but it's pretty much well known or everyone's kind of making a good guess that it's going to be in the Proton X50. And the thing is, what that means is that maybe future Proton, let's say a hot hatch, could also have a 1.5 turbo engine. That's really what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, imagine they put in the Iris.
Oh, yeah, put in the Iris
with the chassis and the handling.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this X50 because like last year I actually test drove the X70. That's the big brother, right, of this car.
Yep.
Yeah, and it really blew my mind. Before I drove that car, I just said, like, you know what, I'm going to have the zero expectations. I don't have all this whatever thoughts I have. Just drive the car, and it's brilliant. It does feel like a premium, like a European car. And I saw this review of this car, well, not this car, the Geely version in China, and the interior looks brilliant. It does feel like an Audi a bit. But at this segment, at this price, I think it's going to be a game changer.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is the thing, like if you're used to Proton interiors, like my car, first car, Proton Savvy, very plastic interior. I mean, I love the car, but it had an awful interior, made to a price. And then you step up, and then you maybe you close your eyes. You were in a coma for like a few years, then you wake up, and suddenly your Protons have, premium interiors with leather and soft touch, and everything feels tight and really well built. Yeah. It's really amazing. I mean, this car has four pipes. Not sure why. Not sure if I approve of the 4 pipes, but okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So Nick is asking when is launch. Will it be this year? End of this year? No.
Everyone's saying okay. Well, earlier this year, everyone was saying this year, confirmed this year. But after this whole COVID thing, who knows? I think Proton knows the potential of this car, and the money they could be making, the sales they could be enjoying from this car. They know it, and so by they want to launch it this year. Will they? I don't know, but they really want to launch it as soon as they can.
Yes, Carlist Gajan's asking about the launch date for X50. He was also asking about the engine because he's tired of like naturally aspirated engines that take ages to hit high RPM.
Okay, so that one is going to be something to look forward to. Maybe hopefully not too long of a wait. After maybe June, July, we'll hear something about the X50. But I really want to hear about what you have as your final car.
Yeah, so I have the GR Yaris. I'm glad I said it correct because when I was speaking to the Carlist guys, I actually told them Yaris GRMN. I thought this was called GRMN, but turns out there's no Meisters of the Nürburgring yet, but soon will come out. So the reason I know this is going to be expensive, I'll be honest with you, because it's apparently trying to take on the what's that, WRX STI. Yeah, believe it or not, a lot of sites are saying that because this is actually a rally car. So a lot of people don't know this. You're actually looking at a road legal rally car. They have actually, so just to all the viewers, right? Apparently that the normal Yaris, we don't have the normal Yaris here. The one in Europe, it comes in a 5-door, and that's it. There's no 3-door version. So the GR Yaris is literally exclusive. It's an exclusive car. So it's a 3-door, and the roofline is lower than the normal Yaris. You understand? So when you look at a manufacturing standpoint, a design standpoint, this is actually an exclusive car. That means they put in so much of effort, to just make this car. Like
the body, the engine.
The body, everything, Because let's all be honest, if let's say now we're to start a company, you'll take the normal Yaris and then we will start from there. This one is like they don't care. They say let's lower it by 10 centimeters. Everything, The roof is carbon fiber on a Yaris. Yaris
crazy.
is what?
I love it.
This segment, So
I love that Toyota's going crazy.
Yeah. And the suspension, they said they literally build. By the way, this has aluminium body panels. Aluminium, ladies and gentlemen. You know what else has aluminium? The NSX. So this is a Yaris, ladies and gentlemen. Yaris, like Vios level, And the suspension, they say they built it like for rally. to make sure it stand all the hits and all that. So I like hard cars, like, you know, where you can go for like give it a hard push and not give any issues. And this is one of them now.
I'm just thinking,
And
what was the last?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And this has a 4-wheel drive. So it may look small, but it's all-wheel drive, and it's configurable. You can actually configure it. There are, I think, 3 modes to it. So you want to send more power to the back. You want 50-50. You can. So all-wheel drive, it means it's going to handle well. It's going to have nice traction. What else does it have? Oh yeah, it's let me tell the engine specs. It's a 3-cylinder turbo, 260 horsepower. So this goes 0 to 100 5.5 seconds. So it is actually this is actually a Type R fighter. I know it looks really small. It does look cute and angry at the same time. It looks like a Pokemon, like an angry Pokemon. But this is going against the big guys, This has left the Fiesta ST, the Polo GTI, and just say, hey guys, I'm leaving this WhatsApp group. I'm going to go to the big guys.
Yeah, you guys are too small time for me.
Yeah. And oh yeah, another interesting fact about this car, comes with a 6-speed manual only.
Yeah.
So only. No CVT, no dual clutch, just 6-speed manual. So if you look at all the specs, this is it's literally a WRC car. And Toyota,
I'm just thinking like what is the last car that had this kind of size, all-wheel drive, they can buy? I'm thinking like what? Peugeot T16 205. Lancia Delta Integrale. I don't know about the size. Maybe it was bigger than this, but yeah, it was. This kind of car is so rare. This size with all-wheel drive, with so much power, with such a focus on the driver and the experience. It's like a unicorn, man. It's white too.
The only thing is the price. I got a feeling this is going to be expensive, and that's sad.
It's sad.
Because I like this car so much.
You know what? You can justify it, man. I mean, you're buying a supercar. The amount of effort they put into this Yaris, forget about calling it a Yaris. They basically built an all-new car for you. It's amazing.
Yep. So I guess that's all I have to say about this car. I'm just waiting for it to be launched, where people can start owning it. So I can see owners' video about it. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I think we covered quite a lot of ground there. Yeah. So a lot of cars that we want to see coming out this year. Hopefully they do, but who knows? Hopefully we will see it, or at least hear about a launch soon. I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Gajin, for being here today and talking some cars.
Thanks,
True
Jim.
Enthusiast, sharing my distaste for SUVs.
Thanks, Jim. It's been
worries, man. Exactly. Thank everyone else. Thank you, everyone else here for tuning in
guys.
And spending about 45 minutes with us. I hope you guys are staying safe and celebrating Hari Raya, but in your own state. I hope that's the case.
Yes.
Yeah. Any parting words, Kajan?
And I think Selamat Hari Raya to everyone. And yeah, stay safe.
Yeah, Selamat Hari Raya to everyone too. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been great. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.